Los Angeles has just become the center of the world's attention when history was made at one of the most prestigious sports venues. That night was not just a baseball game, but a stage that united music, sports, and pop culture. The audience came not only to see the LA Dodgers play, but also to witness something they never imagined before. And the spotlight fell on two Korean icons, BTS's V and Taehyung Min. It all began when the official announcement confirmed that V would throw the ceremonial first pitch at Dodger Stadium. The news spread instantly across every social media platform, making tickets sell out within minutes. Excitement came not only from American fans but also from global supporters. Everyone wanted to be there, to witness history unfold before their eyes. As V walked to the pitcher's mound, the stadium roared. Cameras zoomed in on his face, the crowd held its breath, and all eyes followed his every move. Beside him stood Taehyung Min, Korea's football hero and global superstar. Together, they created a moment that will forever be remembered. The crowd erupted as V threw his very first pitch. It was more than a throw, it was a symbol of BTS's long journey to global success. Fans cried, laughed, and screamed all at once, realizing they were watching something far beyond a sports ritual. The stadium transformed into a sea of purple, the proud color of Army. The next morning, international media outlets were filled with photos and headlines. News articles declared that history had been made in Los Angeles, when music and sports shared the same stage. The collaboration between V and Taehyung Min was hailed as a representation of Korea's cultural power on the world stage. No longer were music and sports separate, they were one. Meanwhile, another piece of exciting news came from Jungkook, who continued to dominate the global charts. His solo track once again shattered records on Spotify, reaching billions of streams. Music analysts described the achievement as rare and extraordinary, especially for a solo artist from Korea. Jungkook had proven that his voice could transcend borders and languages. But it wasn't just about the numbers, it was about the emotional impact of his song. Fans around the world felt deeply connected to the lyrics and melodies. His track was played in bedrooms, cars, and even stadiums. Jungkook wasn't just releasing music, he was creating a shared experience for millions of listeners. Amid this celebration, shocking news broke about a criminal case involving Jungkook's identity. A perpetrator had been arrested for stealing his identity and even attempting to manipulate HYBE's stock. The case sent shockwaves through the fandom and investors, highlighting the darker side of fame. Many couldn't believe someone would go that far to exploit a global star. Fortunately, authorities acted quickly. The suspect was caught before the situation escalated further. Fans breathed a sigh of relief, while the public saw it as a reminder that fame always comes with risks. At the same time, the case revealed just how strong Jungkook's support system was, from his fans to his company. HYBE responded swiftly with an official statement. They assured the public that the company fully supported its artist and would never allow criminal acts to harm the members of BTS. Their words calmed both fans and investors, restoring confidence in the agency. Once again, HYBE proved itself as a resilient powerhouse. The combination of these three major events, V's first pitch, Jungkook's record-breaking music, and the arrest of a criminal, served as undeniable proof of BTS's power. The group wasn't just dominating music anymore, they were influencing sports, culture, and even the economy. Everything they touched became global news. Fans who were inside Dodger Stadium described the atmosphere as something unlike anything they had ever experienced. The energy wasn't only about the game but about the presence of beloved cultural icons. The audience felt the union of two previously separate worlds, entertainment and sports. Much attention was given to the bond between V and Taehyung Min. They proudly represented Korea together, showing how far their country had come on the global stage. For many, it was a moment of national pride that transcended the game itself. Photos of V captured during the pitch quickly went viral. The images spread across social media, generating countless trending hashtags on Twitter and TikTok. Army members around the globe joined in celebrating, even if they weren't physically at the stadium. The internet overflowed with clips and posts of the historic moment. On the other side, Jungkook's achievements on Spotify dominated headlines as well. Music journalists called him a global phenomenon and compared his solo success to BTS's early rise as a group. Jungkook had set a new standard for what a solo debut could achieve, breaking past industry expectations. Beyond the records, his interviews revealed an emotional side. Jungkook often emphasized that he wanted his music to act as a bridge between himself and his fans. This personal message made his songs more meaningful, giving listeners a sense of intimacy and connection. The identity theft case left many worried at first. The idea that a global artist could become the target of stock manipulation was chilling. It opened the public's eyes to the real dangers of fame. Yet, the way Jungkook and HYBE handled the situation showed their strength and resilience. Fan reactions online after the arrest were filled with relief and encouragement. Messages of support poured in, ensuring Jungkook knew he wasn't alone in facing the ordeal. Once again, the ARMY community demonstrated its unity in protecting their idol. HYBE used this moment to reinforce its core values. The agency announced it would continue to stand behind its artists under any circumstances. This declaration strengthened HYBE's image as a company that not only thrives in business but also prioritizes its artists' well-being. Together, these events solidified BTS's status as an unstoppable force in entertainment. From sold-out stadiums, record-breaking songs, to criminals facing justice, everything pointed to the group's massive impact. BTS was no longer just a music act, they were a cultural phenomenon. That night in Los Angeles became one fans would never forget. The cheers, tears, and energy in the stadium showed that BTS was writing a new chapter in history. Those who were there felt they had lived a once-in-a-lifetime experience, while those watching from afar could still feel the emotion through their screens. The partnership between V and Taehyung also left a deep impression. They stood together as symbols of Korean pride, proving that their homeland wasn't just participating in global culture but actively shaping it. Their unity showed how two different fields could merge into something extraordinary. Jungkook's Spotify success added yet another jewel to BTS's crown. He proved that even as a soloist, his influence was massive. His music continued to break records, reinforcing his status as one of the most powerful artists in the world. Music critics described Jungkook's achievements as the second wave of BTS's success. If the group once conquered the world together, Jungkook was now showing that each member had the ability to shine individually. This added a new dimension to BTS's legacy. The criminal case may have been alarming, but its resolution highlighted Jungkook's strength. Despite the challenges, he remained focused on music and his fans. His resilience made him even more respected not just as an artist, but also as an individual. Now, fans eagerly await BTS's next moves after such a historic week. Will there be new group projects? Or will members continue pursuing more solo work? Whatever happens, one thing is certain, every step they take will be global news. Media outlets described this week as one of the most historic in BTS's journey. From V's unforgettable pitch at Dodger Stadium, Jungkook's Spotify milestones, to a legal victory against crime, all of it reinforced the message that BTS's story is far from over. In fact, it is only entering its next chapter. The fandom's energy continues to linger worldwide. Videos, photos, and fan posts flood every platform, as people everywhere want to feel part of history, even if just through their screens. This collective energy once again highlighted the unmatched power of ARMY. In the end, the week closed with a powerful realization: BTS are not just artists but symbols of change. They bring stories of courage, resilience, and unity. And the world will keep watching as their journey unfolds, because every move they make creates history anew. As the dust settled from the electric events in Los Angeles, the global impact became clearer. Broadcast stations replayed the first pitch moment countless times, while social media platforms documented fan reactions from every corner of the globe. What was supposed to be a sports event turned into one of the most talked about cultural gatherings of the year. Cultural analysts began weighing in, noting that this was more than celebrity appearances. The presence of V and Taehyung at Dodger Stadium symbolized a bridge between continents. It was a reminder that South Korea had become a cultural powerhouse whose influence stretched across industries once thought unrelated.